Okay, before I get too far ahead of myself, too far behind myself, and just straight up forget, it is currently 8 a.m. Right, market opens at 9:30. Welcome back, everybody, to Monday. You're watching Or Plus. Hi, hey, what's up? Hello. I did a couple things that are going to be a little bit more interesting come Friday for streams, so be sure to check out TikTok, check out YouTube, check out Twitch. YouTubers, for those of you who watch me on YouTube, you'll have the option of viewing me in two formats. The first will be vertical, 9:6, and the other will be 16:9. 16:9 is what you're seeing right now. Hi, everybody. Hey, what's up? Hello. This is your typical, you're on a desktop, TV, tablet, whatever, watching this. If you're on phone, tablet, or anything with a vertical canvas, vertical view, right, there will be another stream that I set up where you will be able to view me on there. That being the case, let me explain something very, very episodically so clearly, right? The purpose of that is to encompass TikTok and YouTube, broaden the cross-pollination of my content so I can get more views. That's the goal, right? If you're interested in watching me on YouTube or TikTok or anything else, all of my links can be found in the bio of TikTok. All the links can be found in the description of my YouTube channels. All of the links can be found on Twitch as well. And if my platforms broaden at all via one of these two campuses, you will see those links in the description of each and every one of those as well. Okay? Just so we're on the same page. Just want to turn this off because I don't need to be focusing on that right now. I need to be focusing on this. Let's talk about this, shall we? Last Friday? Help me out in the comment section. Last Friday, I think. Last Friday. We failed. We had a FOMO trade occur. What's a FOMO trade? Fear of missing out. Okay? We took the trade ridiculously. And we made the right decision. Between this and this, we made 1 penny. I cannot express how bad of a situation from here to here was. We should have been up here, and we should have been down here when we exited, right? Instead, we caught it halfway through because I chose not to read any of this. I did not check news. And by the time I got to the point where I was supposed to enter, I was still missing 2 of my confluences. I was working from the high time frame on down and using the high time frame confluences to justify the low time frame. Though it holds higher power, I need to stop doing this. I need to get rid of the FOMO, the fear of missing out, on a trade, on a move, on a risk that I could do without. We're changing how that works today. Before we get too far into describing the chart, let's help ourselves to a happy, healthy serving of news. What do we have for news today? Absolutely nothing. Hello, Monday with a blank sheet. Tuesday, we have a little bit of a rough patch with Fed Chair Powell speaking. That's an orange folder. So, something I also want to know, right? Before the beginning of this month, after I failed June, right? After I failed June and before July, I took it upon myself to look into the future. Look at all of these days. Every single one of these. And what I did was I went to my whiteboard and I marked down every single day that I myself would be willing to trade and which days I would not be willing to trade. Right? Knowing there would in fact be some days. Any one of the folders described as FOMC, PPI, CPI, NFP, right? Those were thrown out. As soon as I seen those days, big X went across the calendar, not touching them. Period. Don't even try it. It ain't happening. Okay? For the red folders and orange folders that are within those days, dependent on how many there are, I drew my outline as to how many there are that I'm not going to be trading. If it hits this amount, X over the day. And if it's within the amount, consider trading. consider it. I am shaping the way I enter market more extensively, more rigorously than I have in the past. Today, we have no news. Absolutely none. Which is great for us. We can probably make a penny, though not much is probably going to happen. We're looking for market open to occur, and from market open, a move. Not a super move, but a move. The goal is to make money, not lose it. And without news, there's not really much happening outside of what's happening on X, and I don't really look at X all that often. So, that being said, we're using our decision basis on what the market presents us. Nothing more, nothing less. Today, Wednesday, we have one orange folder. Tuesday, I think we had, Tuesday we had a folder. Let me go ahead. Not more. How do I do less on this? I don't know how to do less. This. Scroll down. Tuesday. This right here. Tuesday, we have this. We're going to look. We're going to see. We're going to hope. And we're going to look at it. We'll look. Until the time comes where we can actually trade, we're going to look. That's our news for the next 2 days. Here's our chart. What is this telling me right now? Absolutely nothing outside of we're in an uptrend. How are we in an uptrend here? Well, we had one big green move here. Boom. From this downtrend, we broke structure off this downtrend. From this break of structure, we retraced. Boom. Created a mini breaker block. If we go to NASDAQ, that doji is probably going to be green. This is the 2100 doji. 2100 doji, look at that. It's green. Breaker block, sign of continuation of the current move because we broke structure. We're in an uptrend, so continuation of the uptrend move. Order block occurred within the range on S&P here. We had a move up, right? Solidifying the breaker block. Move down, order block, closure within breaker block's range, and then move higher. NASDAQ did something a little bit weird. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Because it closed outside the range of the order block we determined here, right? From this move up. Although, if we're looking at this chronologically, right? Because this right here would have solidified our breaker block. Here's our breaker block. Our range goes from here all the way down here. This is the candle our order block formed on. So, closure within the breaker block. Push higher. Not much higher, but higher. Are we on the same page still? Do we understand each other still? I think I did pretty good at identifying all of this. What is happening here? Retrace. Okay. Okay, what kind of retrace? Did we mark the same candle? We did mark the same candle. Potential SMT divergence-ish? No? The wicks are the same? Wicks are not the same. Bottom of the wicks. Look at the bottom. See this one, this one, this one? Watch what happens. Boom. We had similar shape, though this one was absolutely non-existent on the S&P. This right here was lower, and this right here essentially on the S&P doubled down where this was non-existent on the S&P and moved beyond this low. This is not a low, but you get the point. It moved beyond to compensate for the lack of information right there. That being the case, we are in retrace. Did we break structure? Down, up, low, closure below the low. We have broken structure out of this uptrend. We are now in a downtrend per this. Do I see anything beyond this? No. Do we have a fair value gap anywhere? Potentially a very tiny one right there. Y'all can see it just the same as me. That's on NASDAQ. What about the S&P? S&P say the same thing? Yeah. S&P's got a gnarly one right here. See that right there, chat? Ignore the cursor. Look at the dotted line because the dotted line's a little bit cleaner. Yeah, from here all the way down there. This is a fair value gap. This, potentially, what I'm thinking is coming down to target this. It'll clean this up, potentially hit lower. We'll see this hit here, right? But not close below. If this is respected, the rule is the same. Respected fair value gaps mean continuation. Disrespected fair value gaps off of a break of structure equal continuation off the downtrend that we are currently in. S&P has yet to break structure. We are in a red retrace, but no break of structure yet. The only break of structure that has occurred now is on NASDAQ right here. That is the only reason we've continued down into this red zone. Okay? That's the only reason so far. Same story occurring over here. Let's look at the chart, because this right here, let's just make sure something. This right here is current price action. This is not 10-minute delayed. This is not 10-minute delayed. This is current, period. This is 10-minute delayed. Do we have similar situation happening here? Yes. Boom. We see the red candle on S&P. Move down, move up, order block, closure within, breaker block, continue higher, break of structure off this downtrend, uptrend, cool, red. Retrace, cool, NASDAQ. NASDAQ, same situation, break of structure, uptrend, move down, move up, doji, change, different stuff, breaker block, range, move up, closure, order block, within range, move up further, retrace, retrace, doji candle. Difference in market decision making. This creates a low. Then we have a closure below that. Break of structure. We are now in a downtrend per this move here. What we're looking for is the next confluence to present itself. Right now, we're working on a fair value gap, which is also present on TradingView here. Very tiny fair value gap. Fair value gap here. From there down to there. A little bit more cleaner. You can probably see that a little bit better than you can the other chart. Either way, you have that happening. You have this happening here. Okay? This is coming down to target this, more than likely. When this targets this, it either respects it. NASDAQ has less of a chance of respecting it, so I'm fully expecting, right now, for this continued down, closure below this fair value gap, inverting it, causing a reversal all the way back down, outside of this. Do we have a liquidity sweep here? Maybe off this high we had one, but nothing like that. Maybe that right there. Maybe we swept this liquidity, though we still have this to come up to. So this might be a mini retrace. What we might be seeing right now, retrace up, breaker block, break of structure, which is okay, because again, we have not broke structure on the S&P 500. So move down. What I think is going to happen is the doji is false signaling on the NASDAQ. Instead, what we're going to have is a retrace, move up, strong move up, closure within, move down, closure within, order block. This will have formed a breaker block, and we'll see it move higher off of this. My key level, 2 key levels, specifically 2 key levels, is the respected fair value gap and then a reversal. It'll come down, respect it, close, leave a wick potentially, close. From its closure, we'll see the strong reaction up. That strong reaction is either going to close within breaker block, right? Or it will break structure on the NASDAQ, creating a further move up, uptrend. From that move up, we'll see it continue to move up. Okay? That's my current thought process. Because right now, we haven't broke structure on the S&P, and we know this fair value gap is going to get targeted. So this right here, potential false red flag. We shall see. I've been doing a lot here recently, and I think I'm doing pretty good so far. There are no price gaps. I haven't really identified any other building block that needs to be. I think I've read through from here all the way up to here quite well. I think this move down is what I say it is. I'm pretty sure this is a red flag. Are we on 30 minutes? We're not. We're on the hour. It just looks so different from the two. honestly, because this is red, this is green on that, and this. Oh no, I'm sorry, they're both red on this, but this is mad confusing right here. To be completely honest. Either way, you get the point. Same story. We're gold right now. With any luck, we'll actually come out on top this today. Yeah. I got a couple more games I'm going to be working on for the vertical overlay stuff. I'm not going to work on them now because I'm recording and focusing on this. Once this recording is done, I will be working on that vertical overlay, and you guys will be getting a vertical view from me. So, yay. Bear with me on the masks. They are absolutely horrendous. Some of them are absolutely horrendous. I did my best. They look horrendous in my opinion. I might actually touch up on them again for the 7th time today, later on. Let's focus on this first, shall we? This is more important. It needs to get focused on. That being the case, it's currently 8:30. Dang, I blasted through that. If you guys are enjoying the video so far, consider giving a like, consider sharing it to a friend who either knows or is interested in this kind of thing. I am new and am not a financial advisor. I do not recommend you do this unless you yourself have that decision to make that decision. You are the only one who can make the decision, not me. I can't recommend you anything. This is me learning how to day trade. My notes are above here. That's my strategy that I'm implementing, that I'm sticking to, that I'm following, that I'm on top of day in, day out, 5 days a week. And those are my charts currently. I'd like to wait and see what this is going to do before I really make decisions. I am at the moment waiting. And due to that, I will be pausing the video now. I will be right back. Dang, we really did blast through that. I do hope you guys are enjoying the video. Comment below what you think of Orb Plus. I think I'm doing pretty good. I know I could be doing better. It's a work in progress. I'm getting there. Comment section. I'm getting there. I'll be right back. It is now 9:07. Market is not open. Instead, we have actually got 3 minutes. We're in pre-market. As you can see by the chart, Yar. We're currently disrespecting that fair value gap I mentioned before. Same story here. Currently disrespecting this fair value gap. Full on reversal, almost. There is a note we need to take. There is a note. We broke structure on the NASDAQ. So, obviously, we're in a downtrend. 2. Inverse fair value gap. We've cleared 1, 2 lows, 3 lows off of the NASDAQ. We have yet to clear a low on the S&P. We have 1:45 to go. I imagine this next candle is going to continue on down, breaking structure on ES. NASDAQ has already proven its breaking structure. So, not super concerned. There is a bit of an S&T divergence happening here because it's not as low as this zone here, unlike this. Is this a key level hit? Kinda. There is a problem though. If this hits, cool. That's a key level hit. I'll take it as a key level hit. But now we need to figure out our confluences. Okay? Because our inverse fair value gap says downtrend, full on reversal. NASDAQ's already in full on reversal. We broke structure, inverted, and hit the bottom level there. We're in a downtrend per NASDAQ. Now, let's see, take a look at this as well. On the 30-minute, we broke structure because right here, down, up, low, and then we closed below it on this candle specifically. Continuing on down, boom, fair value gap. We have 30 seconds. That's getting inverted. Let's go ahead and give it its time. Wait for it. Wait for it. I'm debating on changing the music because music. Anyway. Boom. Closure. Disrespected. Fair value gap. That is inverted. That's a key level hit. The thought process is we are in a downtrend. What are we waiting for on the 5-minute? Break of structure, SMT divergence, inverse fair value gap. Which means it's got to come back up. So, that's what we're waiting on right now. We are before market open. Just want to make sure about that. We are before market open. We're going to wait patiently. Intuitively, patiently. Market open. Market open. We have this downtrend here. I don't care what this right here says. I'm focused on from this point forward. It's got to come back up. It's got to inverse a fair value gap or break structure or present an S&T divergence within this. Right now, we're looking at this high down to this low right here. We're looking at this high down to this low here. Boom. That's what we're waiting on. The SMT is going to present itself on the 5-minute, predicting and showing us where we're going to go. Okay? That's what we're going for. That's what we're waiting on. That's how he is right now. We're going to keep marking this too until this is done and closed. Okay. We are 9:11 right now, a.m. We are waiting patiently for market to do its thing. I'm going to pause the video, let it do its thing, just a little bit. I see this here. We're going to go ahead and mark this. This is where our key level hit. We're going to make this white. So that way we're not getting confused. Here's our key level hit. We haven't done the same there. However, let's go to 30-minute. This right here occurred. Value gap, it was on 8:30. Between this and that. I want to say this right here was our key level hit. Fair value gap. That's just to market. Just so we're on the same page. Okay? So we're on the same page. It is specifically to mark which candle was our key level. This candle is our key level. This candle is our key level. Why? Inverse of fair value gap. Not a break of structure, but an inverse fair value gap. On the NASDAQ specifically, it's a double down. Inverse and key level hit on the low. We haven't hit key level low here, but we did inverse the fair value gap. We're leaving that the way it is. This is 855 that this was on. This is 850. That's 855. For the sake of knowing, let's just put it there. Match the two charts up nice and clearly. This is our key level. We are now waiting for the rest of our confluences to form. They need to form before we take a trade. Market has to open before we take a trade. All the confluences have got to line up with the bias. What is the bias? Just so we're on the same page. Let's take a look at the daily. Daily says we're in an uptrend. What does the 4-hour say? 4-hour says we're in an uptrend. Did we break structure? Down, up, low there. Cool. Move up. No. 4-hour says we're in a downtrend. What does the hour say? Downtrend. 5-minute. That was NASDAQ. This is ES. Day says uptrend. 4-hour says down, up. Down. 4-hour says we're in an uptrend here. That might actually break here soon because of NASDAQ. Hour says we are about to be in downtrend in the next 55 minutes. 30-minute downtrend. So right now they're diverging. The charts are. Plain and simple, makes sense. It's understandable now. Okay? We're looking for price to reverse higher so we can see exactly where things are going to go. We need our key levels, and that's what I'm going to be waiting on. I will pause the video until I can identify safely which one and where is our key level and how we came to that conclusion. Be right back. Okay, guys. It is now 9:22, still pre-market, right? Okay. We just broke structure. How did we break structure? We were in a downtrend. Up, down, high in this downtrend. Closure above a high. Break of structure here. Okay? Did we get the same thing on this? We should have, and or we should be about to. Is this the same chart? Yes. SP. Yes. Good. Gold. Perfect. Here in the next 10 minutes, this one here will form. This is our low. We broke structure on this high here. And they're relatively equal. This will end in a closure down. So we're looking for this high here to get taken out. Let's go ahead and just mark this. Because right now that is the high. Outside of that, what's our next confluence? What's our next gist we're looking for on the 5 minutes still? Continuation confluence. We need an inverse. We need a fair value gap. We need a breaker block formation. We need something to form into an order block. Or generally speaking, for price to come within equilibrium. What's equilibrium at the moment? Off the most recent high and the most recent low. Here's the most recent high. Here's the most recent low. Actually, I think it'd be more within this, from the low to the high. And then price comes back down within this, and we see it continue higher. I don't think... Let's see. Let's see what happens. We got a break of structure. That's cool. We have a fair value gap. Yeah, a small one. That's fair value gap saying price is going to go higher. I think we go to the 1 minute now. One minute's all kinds of choppy. Golly. What's our break of structure? Well, let's also understand something. We're in a downtrend right now, I think, on the higher time frame. Yeah, high time frame downtrend. Let's make sure we broke structure on the 5. Not bad. From a leg down, we broke structure. Cool. What are we looking for on the 1 minute? That's a fair value gap there. Cool. On the 1 minute, we are looking specifically for break of structure or an inverse fair value gap. One of the two. What's a break of structure at the moment? A closure beneath a low. What's an inverse fair value gap? Anything closing above that mode there. It's got to close above that for us to enter. Why not here? Because it was this move down, or this general move speaking, that gave us the fair value gap. I want to see this right here closed above. We have 30 seconds for me to enter on a buy position. We'll see what happens. We Again, we need to see this closed above. Anything could change in the minutes, so we'll wait patiently. Like that. Three, two, one. All right, that closed. We're on a buy position. What am I going to take profits? I take profits are legitimately like, I think this high is where we're going. Are we on a 5-minute right quick? Let's make sure. Broke structure, fair value gap, continuation higher. My first take profit is going to be not the bottom of this, but the top of this fair value gap here. Because when we break structure, we'll be looking for this here. We'll be looking for this order block, bottom of that there. And this high here, that's a super strong draw. Let's go to, this is the 5-minute. That's what the 5-minute has been giving us this whole time. Yeah. Late galley order block and the move of the order block is actually strong draw. We consolidated within this here. Is there anything saying it will continue higher outside of that fair value gap? Not really. I'm gonna be completely honest, not really. Go ahead and do this. Boom. My stop loss is going to fall just below this order block, or not the order block, the breaker block there. And my take profit is going to end. For funsies, let's see what happens if I put it up to there. Is that a decent take profit, risk to reward? Kind of. Let's see. Here on the 5-minute, because we're on the 5-minute looking at this. This was the high we looked at before. I'm taking a long position. Market is open. Long position. We're going to go from the bottom of this. Oh, no. We need to. Forgot that's how that works. We entered in on the closure of that specifically. My stop loss is right here. My take profit is up here. That is a 1.71 RR. Okay. It's not bad. It's not good. It's before market open. We need to be paying attention to this now. Now more than ever. It's really now more than ever. This is the 5-minute. Market is open. We got new money into the market. Anything could happen. Per market moves currently. I think we did pretty good at identifying the confluences. It was pretty easy to read. I'm very, 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 very curious as to what's going to happen here. Let's go to the 30-minute real quick, see what's happening. 30-minute, we are still in a downtrend. What about the NASDAQ? Just make sure. NASDAQ, a little bit different story. We had a reversal. Inverse value got there. Let's see what the hour's doing right quick. Hour says we're in an uptrend on NASDAQ. Boom. Let's see what the hour looks like on ES. ES says we are in a downtrend, so the two are diverged at the moment, which is fine. We're on the S&P for this trade. We know we're in a downtrend here. My whole goal at the moment is to see this continue higher. We have broke structure. We have a fair value gap. We did get an inverse fair value gap on 1 minute. It's just a matter of waiting for it to continue higher. Beyond this take profit specifically, what else could we be targeting, to be completely honest? What about high time frame stuff? Let's see what high time frame says. We have a whole bunch of red that's balanced out here. We have a major closure order block type deal here. Forgot a gap. That was inverted. Cool. Break structure there. Move up there. Cool. This says price is going to continue lower, but in inverse is continuation higher. I needed to retrace and disrespect it. Filled those orders. Because of the filling of those orders, there is no real imbalance. So now we're moving back up out. That being the case, like up here was the thing. We got retrace, up, breaker block, strong reaction back down, closure within, order block, sweep of this liquidity specifically. Because this was a liquidity sweep off the low, we are actually going into the reversal. That was our reversal. So we moved higher. Does that make sense? Makes sense to me so far. Let's go to the 5 minute real quick. Let's identify ourselves, everything we need to know. I am strongly going to be looking for outbreaks of structure, but you know what? We entered on the 1 minute actually. Let's go to the 1 minute because I haven't done that. I haven't been doing that. It needs to be a thing now. We have our take profit set up here. We have our last take profit up there. If we have a closure above this take profit, I have no problem with moving it and then moving the stop loss and then like partial closing, trying to get it to go higher, right? I want to see it do things. I want to go off all the way up there. Let's go. Five minute has given us, I think, for a value gap. Yeah, 5 minute has disabled that. We broke structure up into that here in the next 20 seconds. That will have broke structure a second time. High time frame will have broken structure due to this 5, 10, 15 minute. So we're breaking structure left, right, and center all through this. We should see price continuing higher. Let's go to 1 minute again. We're going to stay on the 1 minute. That's a doji. Let's go to the 1 minute on this. That's the 1 minute as well. Solid green all the way up, all throughout that. Solid green all the way up throughout that. Our divergence is right here with a doji. That is the 928. 928. That's a major difference in doji. The general trend is up now. Alright, we just broke past that take profit there. Do we have any take profits with this that we can really look at? We got a bunch of price gaps all throughout this. All throughout that we have price gaps. On the 5 minutes, still making up its mind about this high here. 30 minutes, what's happening? 30 minutes, major move up. We have that occurring there. Full on inverse of that in for value gap there. Want it to continue higher. So move on down to the 1 minute again. Oh, did we take profit? Is that what's happening? Okay, we hit our take profit. Got 7 cents from that. Awesome. That's what we wanted to happen. However, I'm wanting to go again. Almost. What's telling us it'll continue on? Closed. Move up. I think we did pretty dang good, chat. We made 7 cents. Not bad. Not bad at all. That's a strong start for the week. I'm happy with that trade. I really, really am. I am not going to overtrade. As much as I want to right now, I am subtracting the FOMO. I'm subtracting the potential gains. I'm subtracting my greed from it. Because I choose to be humble with what I have and knowing that this is literally pennies on the dollar that we're doing, right? A little less, but still. Successful trade. It wasn't the entirety of the move that we caught, but we caught a trade nonetheless. We hit our take profit like we wanted to, and it worked out. I want to see. The only reason I'm watching, I'm continuing recording. I'm not streaming. I'm not moving on. The only reason I'm not is because I want to see. I want to see for myself what market is going to do, because the idea was correct. We entered here on a long, and we exited there. Take profit was hit. Cool. No biggie. I want to see. I want to know. Is it going to continue higher? Because again, 30-minute. Boom. We're moving higher. Sure, we have 21 minutes before that goes off. The hour, still in a downtrend, but it's looking like it's wanting to move higher, to be completely almost. Right? I think we did pretty good. I think we did very good. I'm actually very, very happy with this trade. Let me know what y'all thought about in the comments down below. My execution, my process, everything of the like. I did pretty dang good, not gonna lie. This would be the low of London session between here and here. This would still be a key level per Asian session. Realistically, it would be down here, but on a higher time frame. This is where we're sitting. Let's go to the 30-minute, make sure that's... Yeah. Even on the 30-minute, that's within London session. Looks like we got some high side resistance. I want to see the daily recap from TJR Trades, because this is very, 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 very fast moving price right now. I get it's right after market open that this is a thing. He probably took a trade somewhere in this, thinking it would reverse back down, if I had to guess. From this move, though, I think we did pretty dang good identifying stuff. We took a risk by going long, even though this was the move, like the general trend was down, right? We got lucky with the reversal. Do I think I could pull off a trade like this again? Potentially. The exact same circumstances would need to align. No news. Downtrend general. Move on down for the fake out off a pre-market and then watch it soar higher, right? Conditions would need to be met in order for that to work. We took a gamble and a risk on the inverse of the fair value gap as a key level, because though it inverted, we did not look, we did not check, we did not see this closure occur off of both these candles, because this, if this had closed below this fair value gap, we would have been in a continuation down. But because it inverted it but didn't close below, we saw it move higher. On the higher time frame, this would be more than likely a breaker block of sorts. Yeah. Down, move up, closure within, strong reaction. So this would be a fulfilling breaker block right here that's forming up on this, which means the next move is going to be an order block, which will come down, close below, and then force price higher, which should see price move much higher than this in the tomorrow, next day, something like that. I don't want to trade anymore because we did pretty dang good, and I don't want to mess up what we've got. I'm very curious, very, very curious to see what exactly market's going to do within this time frame here. We have 9:30 to 10:30. How about this? I'm gonna pause the video, right? Save both of us at the time. I'm gonna pause the video, let it do its thing. Once it's done, we're gonna unpause, take a look at it, and from there, understand what could have gone wrong and where it went for the majority of it. Right now, we're missing out on profit. I'm okay with that. I took a trade, I took a risk, it panned out in my direction, and I'm not going to be greedy about it. Plain and simple. I will be right back. Let's see exactly what this does, shall we? Okay. So we missed out. We missed out. I'll admit it. Missed out. It's okay, though. We came out on top today. I'm happy with it. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. Consider subscribing. Yes, I'm blasting my ears, so I'm going to be a little bit louder on mic. I'm sorry. Comment below what you think, what you thought, what you saw. Right? I know it was kind of boring. It was kind of quick. But progress was made nonetheless. Beforehand, I had fear of missing out. This episode, completely got rid of it. Progress. We came out on top this trade. Wasn't as much as I would have liked, but we made the right call. Still. I might include a picture later on in the community feed of Or Plus, detailing and showing this same chart here, just over here when prices moved on, right? And from there, I'll post it, and you guys can comment all you want on it. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing. I know it's a hassle to go down and click a button. It's completely free. Especially, I know it's a hassle to click a button not knowing what it'll do. It's completely free. It tells you when I upload, and there's a little bell off to the side that will ding. It'll pop up notifications for you, right? If you don't like notifications on your phone, kind of like me, you can turn it completely off if you'd like. Consider it. It's free. Hitting that subscribe button helps me out, tells me you want to see more, and honestly tells me I'm headed in the right direction when it comes to this kind of thing. I have an ad in my ears and it's driving me nuts now. Like the video, consider sharing with a friend or someone who is more experienced than I am, so they can roast the crap out of me and I learn from my mistakes. And then, yeah, consider looking at all the other content I post on YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, the like, because I post everywhere. I'm trying to get to that point. Consider it. See ya.